It was a quiet Saturday evening back in September of 2015. My wife and I were enjoying a family dinner at her parents' house, and I was discussing some important business ideas that I was currently working on. My wife's father, Tim, casually mentioned that I should start a Grand Junction Grilled Subs because they are some of the best sandwiches that he has ever had. After the seed was planted, I was determined to make this idea come to fruition because I was also a big fan. I ended up calling the original Grand Junction every single day for over a month, and my persistence finally paid off. We opened our store in Bismarck, North Dakota on August 22nd, 2016, and we are now currently developing a feasible franchise model to replicate our store nationwide. Workplace culture is a popular topic that is discussed frequently. I'm here today to share how we've developed a special culture that has caught the eye of several people, as well as dive into what culture looks like through my lens, which I refer to as the arrow of culture. Some businesses in the restaurant industry, unfortunately, do not prioritize workplace culture, and this definitely shows in their high employee turnover rates. With that being said, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the turnover rate in the economy's hospitality segment rose to 72.1% in 2015. Are low wages to blame for high turnover in the restaurant industry? Can we challenge the status quo and make jobs rewarding enough for people to get excited about them day in and day out? I think that we can. I have been fascinated with this topic for the last 2 years, and I believe that the restaurant industry has a lot of room to grow in terms of workplace culture. When is the last time that you stepped foot in a fast casual restaurant and felt that the staff cared about you or the place they work? Well, I believe they should care. This is accomplished by implementing a grand workplace culture, our acronym CARE, and using the arrow of culture. A large segment of our culture is grand growth, grand training, and grand development. Grand growth starts with investing time and energy into your people, even if this is just a stepping stone in their career path. Our succession plan is to always promote from within and to keep nurturing motivated employees to continue moving up in our company. Remember, to create wealth, you must start a business that is capable of scaling. Otherwise, the upside will be capped and your downside will be unlimited. Next, we focus on employee development. How do we prepare them for the next chapter of their lives, even if it is just a temporary job? For team development, we focus on soft skills such as critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and interpersonal communication. It doesn't matter if you are selling insurance or selling sandwiches, these soft skills are key for effective development. Training is also a crucial step when it comes to employee retention and happiness at work. Why do we have employees that treat their customers like royalty and will jump off of a cliff for us? The answer is they are trained properly and exude confidence because of their training. With that being said, one of the most important training programs that we have implemented is CAST. The C stands for clean, the A stands for ask the customer how everything is, the S stands for stickers to kids, and the T stands for thank the customer. This has been instrumental to our success, and my team knows how important this is to me. Next, I came up with an acronym that has been our guiding light when it comes to our culture, and it is because we care. Culture always resonates everywhere. CARE. Who Are You Wednesdays is how this CARE initiative began. Every Wednesday, our entire team is expected to ask their coworkers a personal question. A new employee started that I wasn't quite able to connect with. My extroverted personality was not meshing with his introverted personality. So one day I decided to ask him, if I went into your DVR list at home, what would be the top show that I find recorded? He answered Taboo, and the reaction on my face created an immediate connection. I told him that I love that show, and you would find it on my DVR at home as well. Other questions include bucket list items, funny stories, hobbies, interest, and so much more. Very, very powerful stuff. If you're at our store on a Wednesday, you might catch my brother, also known as GM Jared, singing, "Who are you? Who?" Sorry about that. I'm a drummer and definitely not a singer. My dad, who's here in the audience, is the singer in the family, so hopefully that was acceptable, Dad. Next is Fist Bump Friday. We definitely could not do a traditional casual Friday because most of my team would probably show up in sweatpants and holey shorts. Our team has always fist bumped a lot, so it's very easy for us to make a day dedicated to it. Fist Bump Friday really injects positivity into the air, and now even customers engage in the fun. Our last piece of care is Shootout Sundays. What happens is anyone can challenge 2 people to a fun shootout, and this even includes customers. For example, if Miles is in the lobby cleaning tables and Johnny is nearby stocking straws, I could call out, "Miles and Johnny, shootout!" They would then have to draw their hands up as quickly as possible and point them at the other person like this. The person that does this the quickest wins, and sometimes the winner even gets a prize. Last but not least, I'm going to discuss the most important aspect of our company, the arrow of culture. My amazing friend Eric Cacciatore, who is the founder of the world's #1 restaurant podcast, has really opened my eyes to what I'm about to discuss. If you get in the restaurant industry to strictly make money, you won't make any. Every restaurant is an extension of the owner behind it, and that is why I choose to think deeply and not laterally. This is where our arrow of culture example comes from, so let me explain. A sharp arrow shot from a weapon is intended to penetrate a target as deep as possible and never come out. The deeper the arrow drives in, the more lethal and effective it becomes. To develop a positive and unique workplace culture, you must fire sharp arrows of culture that will penetrate the organization as deep as possible. This will resonate throughout the company at every level and create a deep and lasting impact. Unfortunately, several organizations fire dull arrows of culture that do not penetrate deep. This usually happens when a company is focused on growing quickly instead of focused on being great. The dull arrow will periodically be effective, but it will not inflict a deep and lasting impact. Stop firing dull arrows and become great. We implement our deep culture in many ways, and involving our entire team in our social media marketing campaigns is definitely our favorite. We have a powerful social media following, and this is because we create fun content. Our grassroots marketing strategy has been hugely successful due to the community getting a glimpse of what we are all about through our videos. These videos definitely help fuel our killer culture. We also make a point to set achievable goals, and then we celebrate them once they're accomplished. I'm sure by now that you guys can tell I love acronyms. So here's a final one, I promise. PMA, positive mental attitude. This started by instilling positivity during our chaotic lunch rushes, and trust me, those rushes can be brutal. Dealing with adversity is something that we have become accustomed to, and motivating with PMA really helps us get through the difficult situations. Culture is everything. I am fascinated with the environment that I work in, and it drives me to strive for greatness. These are the people working in fast casual restaurants that care, and I am proud that they are on my team. This level of care and commitment, even in the fast casual restaurant industry, is necessary for success. Now I ask you, how much do you care? Are you making a deep and lasting impact? Start shooting sharp arrows of culture and become great. Thank you.